Ananda Gurunata. Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Sachidananda 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 Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda 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 Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Paramananda 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 Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda 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 Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Swami 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 Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
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 Sachidananda Paramananda Swami 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 Ananda Gurunata Ramana, Ananda Gurunata.
Ananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
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 Sachidananda Paramananda Swamiyananda 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 Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Ananda 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 Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Paramananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Paramananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Swamiyananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Ananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Sachidananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Sachidananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Paramananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Paramananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Swamiyananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Ananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha
Sachidananda Paramananda Swamiyananda 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 Gurunatha Ramana Ananda
Gurunatha Ananda Gurunatha Ramana Ananda Gurunatha. Om Shri Sadguru Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Hey, still. Rakyam Kandamala. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Punchunda Su Asia Ebotia in Atma Bodha. right? Knowledge of the self. Now, I think sometime almost a week or two, no, young touch wado. So, ebe kaka ya no ho wo ma yes you know, with a few verses back, no, you there you go through that which is not the self, that what is known as stula sharira, na yehu sukshma sharira, na you sense yehun various koshas or coverings, body sheets, okata the self no yankasa hinu suni hinu banankasa no okovado. But say what we are looking for is the self. So somebody will say, Swamiji, I'm here I ask you, what is the self? But previous verses, it seems you are not telling me. Because the question is, what is the self? How can I experience the self? But you are telling me that there is something called stula sharira. I'm asking you, what is this? You are saying stula sharira, it is made up of food, it's banayeza nazi, and it is known as bhoga ayatanam. I'm a burden. But you are telling me that it is not the self. Okay. It's about the self. Then Nasansu, you went ahead again. Nasansu Hakukade made up of the chandriyas, or 10 indriyas, or sense of perception, sense of action. Oh no, 5 sense of perception, 5 sense of action. If we are sensu, there's something called pancha prana, 5 pranas, and then antakrancha twishta, 4 inner instrument of mind, intellect, memory, and ego. All this, you are telling me that is not the self. But my question is, what is the self? The thing is, first, it is a covering. So first, that false identification, wrong perceptions. All these things na using so far no chahende. Adi Shankaracharya chahende. Onye hen, but wrongly no ya fande on any hen. When the mind is not happy, yes, I am not happy. When the mind is happy, yes, I am happy. In the language, bro, I'm happy, I'm sad, that is fine. But audience are the status or a state of mind. But on yet, as the absolute self, no, that is not the state. In the likes and dislikes, you likes and dislikes, no, ni who ni no. Ni is various stages out, body, mind, into the work. But on ye soon nankasana, or ye yankupon yankasin yunusun, yonubia. Okay. So aka stula shiri body. We sasa ka sukshma shiraya karana sharira. Na yaka sukshma shirina. Now what is nature abadu no? What is yasne sukshma stula sukshma karana? You training nara. At the same time, this training when you expand it, you get 5 sheets. But you shared last time that the food sheet in your body, the mind, the prana, and then physiological functions. No. On your sukshma, your subtle body no, on a if sheets manomaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha. Manomaya is the mind, pranamaya is pranas, vijnanamaya is our that is our intellect, psychological. All these three no kabuma is one sheet, one body that is called subtle body. Then beyond this, beyond the subtle body, from karana sharira, is a causal body. Now, but in the previous verse, also the causal body also. It's in nature. Since on the Bible saying actually. Now, in nature, then it is full of ignorance. But what is this nature? No ignorance, no succeden, or you don't obey. So, verse 14. Anadya vidya nirvachya Anadya vidya nirvachya karanopadhiruchyate. Anadya vidya nirvachya karanopadhiruchyate. Upaditritaya danyam atma namavadharayet. Upaditritaya danyam Atma namavadharayet. Asi avidya, this if no ignorance no, nusutsudan one. Asi avadharayet, we should understand yentasa de. Siyeka ignorance, it is anadi. Beginningless, unyashasi. You said, can we tell when did we come to know we did not know something? Since when did you come to know that you do not know something? We cannot tell. Since when? So it is anadi, beginningless. Since when? As anirwacha, you can't describe. Ignorance, you can't intuminchre moti. When did it come? Time or stati, you can't intuminchre that, but it is there. We know we don't know something, we don't understand something. But how is it? How did it occur? So it is beginningless. The more you try to search, the more it takes you far. The more you go in, the more it takes you far. That's also anirvachya, means not indescribable. You can't describe it. And this state is called karana upadhi. This is called a causal body. Uchyate means it is said, it is given in scriptures by holy men. They have stated it as a fact that state now, many of us here feel that is the bliss state, deep sleep, enjoy. So that is the absolute self. No, that is only a causal body, which is also a body. Because the moment you body, the moment talk about your body, no, it means that it is not a self. No, see a body. The moment you see a body. Now, I say upadi tritayad anyam. How? I say it is not other than the three conditioning body, no. That is stula, sukshma or physical body, subtle body. No, you causal body or karana sharira no. Other than these three, ma onye the me ba no. Atmanam awadharayet. The self. We should understand that other than this three, only the self. I don't exist because my existence is all in this three. And they say, I am not the physical body. I am not the subtle body. The subtle body is when you imagine in everything. And causal bodies now, the tools now may enjoy no sense in yamia. I don't exist too. It means I don't exist. Now, Yan Shadi. First, what's in there? The causal body, no. It is what? Is the counter for our experiences, Anna. Food body, that's the physical body, no. That's the counter. So it's like the office where transactions go on. That is a physical body. So see, every day you go every day you go to work. Now, I don't know see when as office has a name. I don't know what that is the office. Then you have instruments within the officer that you use to transact as and when people come in. So that is why you were instruments. And so what's the inner instruments? But what's my your inner instruments are you want to realize you want 17 of them. All these are inside the body. So in office, you bring your computer, you bring your printer, you bring your table, you bring your chair, you bring your file, you bring your pen, you bring your stamp, you bring them. All these are instruments. It used to office. Now, it's in Kitahudi with people. Now, in this in Kitahudi, no, are a business, so definitely you will incur profit and you will incur loss. So that profit and loss now, that is the result of your actions now. You're responding. The results that come, the good and the bad now by hand. That is the result. And to say, this body is like the office. What is I am using? Only instruments I'm using, and there's always somebody who comes in the office every day and goes out after work. There is one person or certain people. They come to use the instruments there. They are not the instrument. They are not the office burden. The structure is with the name on top of it. So consult, so company limited, so production, so this. The person who comes inside in your office. So this should tell us that this body equity, we are inside using the office. Now, when we enter the office now, the instruments are there: table, printer, computer, fan, air condition, files, documents, stamps, all other things are there that we go to use to transact with people. Now, the instrument we are using, and then in the office, see, suppose there's a shop or a company that produces, let's say, pens. The instrument there cannot produce book. So according to the instruments and the objects they contact outside, And any person coming inside no so no, on they produce pen. On baby sa a computer or a mouse. On baby sa ho. Because already it is written there that this is what they do inside. And it's the instruments now the person inside only use to know. It is directly linked with objects now or contacting. And likewise the results that will come inside the office. Whatever we do, how we handle it, that will determine how we will interact with the world outside. And also that determines the results that will come from our interactions. So like an office, which is this body, and the instrument within the office, which is the pancha pranas, the 5 karmendriyas, 5 jnanendriyas, plus the 4 inner instruments, mind, memory, intellect, ego. All these together are instruments that the person goes into the office to use, which is the absolute self goes inside and uses this inner instrument within the body and the office to transact in the world outside. Now the question is, the one who goes into the office to work, is he the instrument? In only instrument, in only office, then we see honosho. But wrong, I understand the wrong identification to have another day on a dano, on the instrument, no shaman. So if a computer is 40, he feels 40. Pen asa, no sasa. If there is a brick on the burden, you say brick. But yet, that is how we identify with our body and then mind, intellect, memory, ego, all our everything that we, instead of making an instrument now you use. This is how we handle it. So we are being told that when we take out the burden or the office, the body, then the instrument inside. Then one more thing, when we enter the office, the enjoyment, the breeze that we experience when we are not touching anything, the air condition, the fun, the snacks that the company brings, the pay that we get, all this, that is what we call the causal body. The deep sleep that we think a kashawa die. So the ma die. One will be yam. Nyanka didn't chida. Day a day, sleep is sweet. Because that is when you enter the office, the things that you get while in the office. Because the air condition, if you air conditioner, you are in the air conditioner, so you enjoy. You enjoy the air condition. Working the space, environment in the office, you enjoy it. While at that time you have not touched anything. If you san kabibia, it's okay. Ne enjoy to be poly be juma no show, because at that point you are already solid if that enjoyment state nimu. Ne bebe ye juma. Nti nyimpo ho impa bana edwa. Women could be that day so that you sit in the air condition and then enjoy yourself. That is only a fun cause her body the deep sleep. So we don't even want to get out of it because the enjoyment we get and you feel on another. Now at the end of the day, we do what? We go out of the office. At the end of the day, we go out of the office. So the end of the day, oya from hunemi ko hena dwendo hen adwene po adwene to de hentirim aduko inde tuwa enyige yenye wo mu no ono nyina nyoni hena nkasa nyoni nyi henu bia. It's because of when sabra yenyim no korno si yenyim no korna enwa That is only fun avidya, ignorance. See, no corona. Then naturally, it means that there is a veil. Bibi akata when you do. Now, the moment there is a veil, the mind goes into disturbance. When there is a veil now, then there is a disturbance. Out of them disturbance, arise wrong perceptions. And see, if since there is a disturbance, the mind at every moment in time there should be something original. So the nankasa offer bibi the whole yinye dam. So oye iyankasa because of yenyum no na sisare yerusiano nke kankra. Now what is our problem? What is our problem no? Oni abadi. Yen problem ayekuta. Oni abadi. There, what to say? Ignorance is indescribable. You better you feed them ignorance. You better today. The moon no ni adwin po adwin to me yede ka kani na from my na ni no ye hene better ya tasi. What is our problem? Na ba concern of father them problem in arobe the yenyum no kware no na ya fa na ye honam oye office and as the instrument no shem ya fa do oyeehen oye de na bay but verse 15 asi panchakoshati yogena tattan maya ivastitaha. Panchakoshati yogena tattan maya ivastitaha. Shuddhatma nilavastradi. Shuddhatma nilavastradi. Shuddhatma nilavastradi yogena spatiko yatha. Yogena spatiko yatha. Panchakoshadi yogena tattan maya ivastitaha. Panchakoshadi yogena tattan maya ivastitaha. Shuddhatma nilavastradi yogena spatiko yatha. Atma nilavastradi yogena spatiko yatha. So just as yatha, just as spatika is crystal, at least a glass, at least a glass cup, crystal. Nilavastradi, just as say the crystal, another glass. Anything biara, yeze buke question no. The glass color becomes that object no. Anna. Anything be as a glass, a colored glass, clear white, spatica glass. It's because any object biara, the glass takes the color of that object in this one. Glass number for color no. In just Nila Wastradi. Nila means blue. Means blue. Nila was in association with blue garments and so on. Different gallets. Wastram is atar or atam. And see, by just as there's a glass, it you could see tam color biara. Glass and the color necessary. then them color na is a question honno. So the more otten pepe peno. Pancha koshadi yogena. Pancha kosha adi yogan. By the word yoga here means to yoke, to join. The meaning of yoga, actual meaning is to join. Into by identification with pancha koshas, the 5 sheets. But what are the 5 sheets?
Body.
5 sheets. The food body or the food sheet. That is Anna kosha, Annamaya kosha. Then there's the Manomaya kosha, that's the mind. Then there is the Pranamaya kosha. Then intellectual, the intellect, Vijnana Maya kosha. That is 4. Then the last one is Ananda Maya kosha. Ananda means bliss. So the deep sleep, when we go in that enjoyment now, so us by association with this 5 coverings, and you know that this 5 coverings is the same as the 3 bodies. By the association with these 3 bodies, Tat Tanmaya. Tat, that is that. Tanmaya, identification with that. That is when we become the perceiver, the feeler, and the thinker. The perceiver, the feeler, and the by identification with the 5 sheets, the moment we become identified with it, we become the perceiver, the feeler, and the thinker. Because thinking process is in the realm of what? In the intellect. Thinking works in the intellect. Then the feeler, that is the mind. Then the perceiver is in the what do you call it? Also in the mind, but in direct link with the body, and then other inner instruments. So that is the moment we become identified with the 5 sheets. We start going through this. We feel any kind of whether sorrow, happy, joy, and everything, because we have identified with that which is not. Or the 5 sheets. Also, Iwa stitaha, like also it appears to be Iwa. As by identity, it appears that if we go through them, we go through them. We become from the home, home, course, no bisu course, course, no bisu course. Course problem will be no bisu course my him. Then your situations be blame. It is all because you a wrong identification, but all your them you go through them, but there's Atma no akade. Should the Atma nanka san all the pure self na they on go through any kind of situation, emotional change where it doesn't go through. So you could by language, by worldly conversation, I am sick. But it's the body that is sick. It's the body that is faulty. But you can I am sick. I am happy. It is because of something, so the mind has gone to an elation. So I say, I am happy. It is just the mind that has moved to a higher state. I am sorrow. Samiji, befu, basa, and then befu. Why could I go a bed blow? Obi to my catch all day. Sia. That moment, the another last one on see, nothing happen. blow the window. Somebody tell you the question, call snarling and the blow. Because if you there, then the person is insulting you. Meanwhile, as well, you cannot by your body. But in the world, you have transactions that is different. But the Indians say that all these things now you could be true. No, we are not. It's a music office. And then the examples. No, because the pure self, it doesn't go through anything, any changes. Any changes. They are quite in 2 verses. Because you're moving to since you're watching your body, your mind, your intellect, this. So who are we? Who are you? How do we visualize this greatness? How do we come to know this greatness? That is where we are going. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. But you say,